Okay, hello students. Today in this lecture, we are going to learn about inverse trigonometric function. Okay, basically inverse trigonometric function, we need to know three things. Okay, before going through this chapter. First of all, function. In 11th standard, we had learned function. What is function? Function is basically what? Mapping of two sets, right? Suppose there is one set A and another set B, right? Now there are some elements, suppose X, Y, Z in this set, and some elements, suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So mapping means from A to B, like X is mapped to 1, Y is mapped to 2, and something like that. So for function, this mapping has two conditions. First, that all the elements of A should be mapped with B, right? So this is not a function right now. Let's make it a function. Okay. So what was the first criteria? That all elements of the first set, and the first set was called as domain set. All elements of domain set should be mapped. Okay, this was the first criteria, and the second criteria was that one element, okay, one element should not have two images. One element should not have two images. Like this is not a function, right? One element should have only one images. So one element of domain should have only one image, right? This is my domain set, this is my codomain set, right? This is what? Domain. This is my codomain. And what are these 1, 2, 3? Another subset. This is known as my range. Correct? So we are just doing a revision of function. Okay. This is domain set A, codomain set B, and the criteria of functions are all elements of domain set should be mapped, and second, the one element of domain set should have only one image. Okay. Now we can have like this also. We can have like this also. Two elements can have a common image. This is function. In function we can have this. This is known as what? Many one function, right? When you have one image, one unique image for every element of domain set, then it is a 1, 1. This is my 1, 1 function, and earlier it was many one, right? Understood the function? Now what is inverse of the function? Inverse of the function is basically when we just reverse the sets. B will become the domain set and A will become codomain set. Now when will this happen? This happens when, first thing, when B will become domain, all the elements of B should be mapped to A. Here this is not the case. It means, now if we remove this 4 here, then it has the ability, or it has the criteria to become the domain. So it means that function, in the function, if the codomain also has all the elements of codomain are mapped to the domain set. What this function was called? This function was called as onto function. onto function when codomain is equal to what? Range. Means all the elements of codomain are also occupied. Not a single element was left untouched here. Okay. So for inverse function, this is the important criteria, that the domain, codomain, basically codomain should be equal to what? Range, right? Now, and second, if suppose if it was many one function can be many one, okay now, but if a function was many one, then to find the inverse, B will become domain, A will become codomain, and this one will have two images, right? So this criteria will not be satisfied. So it means that we cannot have many one also. So my function should be 1 1, right? So two criteria for inverse function. What is it? 1 1 function and onto function, means one element of A should have only one image. The criteria, unique image, should have a unique image, not two elements of A should have same image. What is 1 1 function? And all elements of the codomain should also be mapped to A, means it should be onto function. Now if these two criteria are there, then only we can find the inverse function. Basically inverse function is what? A mapping of all the elements of B to A, means we will reverse the sets B and A. Correct? Function clear? Inverse clear? Okay. Now trigonometry, we all know that it is the ratio of sides, okay, of a triangle, right? So now we will deal with detail